Imagine standing in a supermarket aisle, confronted by a seemingly endless wall of breakfast cereals. Dozens of brands, flavors, and health claims vie for your attention. This abundance, intended to empower, can instead leave you feeling paralyzed. This, my friends, is the paradox of choice. We celebrate freedom and autonomy, believing more choices equate to greater happiness. Yet research suggests this isn't always the case. While some choice is undoubtedly good, too much can lead to anxiety, indecision, and even regret. Instead of feeling liberated by our options, we become overwhelmed. The simple act of choosing a breakfast cereal transforms from a mundane task into a source of stress. This phenomenon extends far beyond the cereal aisle. From online dating to career paths, we are bombarded with options, each promising a brighter future. But is this abundance of choice truly a blessing, or could it be a curse disguised as freedom? Psychologists have studied the impact of choice overload, and the results are revealing. Faced with too many options, we experience what's known as decision fatigue. Our brains, overwhelmed by the task of evaluating countless possibilities, simply tire out. This fatigue leads to poorer decision-making. We become more likely to make impulsive choices, opting for the familiar or simply giving up altogether. The energy we expend on navigating endless options depletes our cognitive resources, leaving us mentally drained. Moreover, excessive choice can fuel feelings of regret and dissatisfaction. When presented with numerous options, we're more likely to fixate on the path not taken, wondering if we made the right choice. This constant second-guessing can undermine our happiness, leaving us feeling less satisfied with our decisions, even if they are objectively good ones. In contrast to the overwhelming nature of abundant choice, studies have shown that limiting options can have surprisingly positive effects. When presented with a smaller, curated selection, people are more likely to make a decision and feel satisfied with their choice. This is because a limited selection reduces cognitive overload. With fewer options to evaluate, our brains can more effectively weigh the pros and cons, leading to more confident and fulfilling decisions. We're also less likely to experience buyer's remorse, as the what-ifs and should-haves are minimized. Consider the success of companies like Apple, known for their streamlined product lines. By offering a curated selection of devices, each with clear strengths, they simplify the decision-making process for consumers. This approach, rather than overwhelming customers with countless variations, has proven to be a winning strategy. The idea that less choice can lead to greater freedom may seem counterintuitive, but it's a concept worth exploring. When we limit our options, we free up mental energy that can be redirected towards other pursuits. We spend less time agonizing over decisions and more time enjoying the experiences those decisions bring. This isn't to say we should abandon choice altogether. Rather, it's about finding a balance, a sweet spot where we have enough options to feel empowered, but not so many that we become paralyzed. This involves being mindful of our decision-making processes, recognizing when we're feeling overwhelmed, and actively seeking ways to simplify our choices. The modern world often equates choice with control. We believe that having more options gives us greater control over our lives. However, this can be an illusion. When faced with an overwhelming number of choices, we can feel anything but in control. Instead of shaping our destinies, we can feel like we're drowning in a sea of possibilities. This is the tyranny of choice, the idea that while we may have the freedom to choose, that freedom can become a burden if not carefully managed. It's about recognizing that true control comes not from having an endless array of options, but from being able to make clear, confident decisions that align with our values and aspirations. So, how can we navigate this paradox of choice and find a path to greater happiness and fulfillment? It begins with embracing simplicity. This means being intentional about the choices we make, focusing on quality over quantity, and learning to find contentment in having enough rather than everything. It's about questioning the assumption that more is always better, and recognizing that true happiness often lies in appreciating what we have rather than constantly chasing after what we lack. By simplifying our lives, we create space for what truly matters: meaningful relationships, fulfilling work, and a sense of purpose that transcends the allure of endless options. Let us not be slaves to the tyranny of choice. Instead, let us embrace the freedom that comes from living intentionally, making thoughtful decisions, and finding joy in the simplicity of a life well lived. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Trulife Beauty and Style for more insightful content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Join the conversation and share your thoughts on the paradox of choice. Your feedback is valuable to us.